Hey guys, today I'm doing a crochet install without any leave out, and I'm using some ombre blonde hair. The first thing I'm going to do is just wash my hair. Today I'm using this conditioner from Honey's Handmade, and it's called Just Mini Bigger Avocado Minute Deep Conditioner. You only let it sit on your hair for 60 seconds. They sent it to me just to review and try out, so that's what I did, and I'm just applying it to my soaking wet hair. So this smells so good. It's like a tropical scent, and it is so soft on my hair. Like, it doesn't feel like ether. This is a good conditioner. So yeah, it's better when you apply it to your hair soaking wet. Move it into those roots, girl. So I know this is a good conditioner because it is soaking into the strands. Okay, and for those who don't know, I don't twist up my hair, I don't detangle my hair while I'm deep conditioning because that'll create frizz for me. I mean, it's not like I'm doing a curly style, but I still just want to maintain my frizz-free hair, if that makes sense. Okay guys, so I'm done. This is about how much I have left, which looks like I have about 3 or 2 more wash days with this left. So these are the curls. Very soft, very soft, very soft. Yes, I love it. So soft. And when I say soft, I don't mean like it's coating my hair soft. I mean actually penetrating my hair. It feels soft and healthy. Okay, so this is a minute conditioner, so you just let it sit for 59 seconds. That's what it says. It literally says that. So I guess I'm gonna rinse it out and let's see how it's feeling afterwards. Alright, so I rinsed it out. This is how the hair is looking. You see there's like minimal frizz. Yeah, minimal frizz. My hair is soft. Yeah, it's a good one. I like it. I like that it only took 59 seconds to sit, and I still have a lot more left. Well, 2 wash days left. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my hair to cornrow it so I can lay the foundation for my crochet install. So basically all I'm gonna do is just moisturize my hair with some warm water. I like to do this in large parts, and I'm going to use a hair butter that is really creamy and spreads easily on my roots and all the way down my natural hair all the way to the ends. And I'm just going to smooth on my hair butter all along this section. This section is pretty big, so yeah, I do suggest working in at least medium-sized sections, not large sections like this, because then there will be parts of your hair that didn't get any hair butter and didn't get moisturized. So just smooth it in, make sure it's smoothing into your hair and working into your hair, because you want your hair strands to be penetrated with the hair butter. So now I'm done. So now I'm going to go ahead and start braiding my foundation. So I'm going to use some combo control clips just to help me keep my hair separated while I'm parting out my hair. So my head always hurts every time I cornrow my hair, so you might see me making a lot of faces. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and detangle this part, and then I'm going to go ahead and cornrow it. I just take a little piece in the front, split it in 3, braid it at first, and then I start grabbing hair on my way down as I braid. So that's basically how I cornrow. That's how I've learned how to cornrow. Yeah, so this one is going to be braided by itself, and now we're moving on to the second one, and the second one is going to be different. It's still going to go down into the same direction, only the ends are going to be different. So yeah, you might have to apply more hair butter as you go along, again, because I use large parts to moisturize my hair, so some parts may not be as moisturized as others. So I'm going to detangle that, and then I'm going to do the same thing, grab 3 pieces in the beginning, braid them, and then grab some hair along the way. Now when I get to the ends, I'm going to split this braid in half and use the first braid as the third part. So now we're on the third braid. I'm showing you. I'm going to split that in half, grab the other braid that is combined and braid it as if it's the third leg. So here again, this is braid number 4, and I'm showing you up close. I'm going to split it in half, add in that braid, and that is going to be the third leg of this braid. And now we're on the 5th braid. Again, I'm showing you. This time we're going to add that in as the third leg, but then I'm going to keep braiding down as if I did not braid anything out of the ordinary. So here you'll see I'm just going to braid down, grab some hair as I braid, and now the braid is longer and going down my ear towards my neck. So that's basically what I did for my entire pattern on both sides, and these are the results. The back basically was just regular cornrows. I just combined 2, but for the most part I did the right side of my head the same way. Alright, so it's actually the next day. I let my hair dry because, you know, it was wet when I braided it. So now it's completely dry. It's nice and shiny, stretchy, moisturized. So now this is the hair I'm using, Lulutress 3X. I forget the name of the curl. I'll put the description of what it is in the description box. So each curl, most of the time I separated it into 3 pieces. At the ends they might get a little tangled, so you'll just have to give it a little tug and then keep pulling, and then eventually it should pull. So this is what the pieces look like. So I wanted the smaller pieces to be up front so that the part looked realistic. The hair did turn out to be a little too silky for the look I was going for, so it didn't really work out like how I wanted it to, but this is basically how I was trying to get the part to look natural. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and crochet onto the part section first, just to get the part together and make sure everything looks great and flows nicely before I just fill in the rest. So this is basically my process. So I'm going to continue to crochet along the part of my head. You don't have to do a middle part. You can do a side part, which usually looks cuter than middle parts on most hairstyles. So yeah, if you're not sure about a middle part, definitely try out a side part. So there's one side done. So now I'm moving on to the other side, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm crocheting on the very edge of my braids. Maybe my braids were a little too wide, or maybe the pieces of hair were too small, or like I said, the hair was really slippery and silky for the hairstyle that I was going for. So maybe like a more kinkier hairstyle would look better at the part using the method I'm doing, but the silkier hairs might not work out for this type of part. So yeah, see that there's like slipping out. I think this hair was like a little more kinkier, that's why I picked it up. But now I know the hair is nice. I would use it probably for braids or something, but I don't think I would use it again for like a faux part on a crochet hairstyle. Yeah, so after I've done that, this is what the part looks like, and yeah. So yeah, so now I'm gonna lift it up, just part or put the other hair around to the side using the combo control clip, and I'm gonna start filling in the sides of my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and go along the edges of the very first braid near my forehead, and I'm actually gonna do this on both sides of my head, and I'm going to go around the back of my head. So I'm just covering the perimeter just to make sure all of my perimeter is covered, so that if I do crochet with spaces in the middle parts, they won't be shown because everything will be covered by the perimeter. So that's the point of really covering the part and covering the perimeter. So you can see I'm working my way down that perimeter, and I went around the back section just a little bit. I didn't really crochet onto that big braid because I felt like I didn't need to. It would be covered up by the hair because of the nature of the hair. You can see that here. Alright guys, so now I'm filling in the rest of my head. I'm using my cornrows as a guide, and I'm just going to crochet on them completely instead of doing like one on one side and one on the other side of the braid. I'm just doing a few up the braid. So like on a braid like this, I would put like 6 or 7 pieces of curls or 7 curls. And then of course, when I got to the very top, I would try to fill up the top part so that the top part was nice and full, and no parts or braids were visible once the hair flew on top of the braids. So now I'm working my way over to the sides, which was really the easy part because I can see them. With the deck, I had to use a small mirror. I was about to say a small camera. Okay, so speaking of cameras, my camera did die, so I had to go ahead and film on my phone. I had to just film the trimming part on my phone. The rest of the parts aren't filmed on my phone. So I'm just trimming my hair. I wanted the hair to shape my face in the front, so I wanted like a bang type of look up front, like a long bang, not a short bang, a longer one, and then the rest of my hair would be like shoulder length or a little past my shoulders. So this is basically how I achieved it. When I trim, I pull the curl, then I cut like close to the bottom. I don't usually cut it without pulling it because I don't know, I feel like that would be cutting too much off. So yeah, with curly hair, you would have to pull it and then trim it down. It just makes sense to me, and that's how it usually works out. Yeah, so I use a small mirror just to make sure everything is even, and then this is the final look. This is of course still on my phone, sorry about that, but yeah, this is the final look, and I was showing you guys how it would look if you did a side braid with something like this, but the front braid would be exposed, so that would be a no-no to do. You might see some color 613 pieces in there. That's because I thought I was going to use that, but I decided not to. That's why it's in the back. Alright, so now I'm just showing you how I just take care of my hair from when I get in the shower or when it's bedtime. I just twist it up into 4 big giant juicy twists and then put on my bonnet, which is like a bonnet pocket scarf. I'll link it down below. But yeah, this is a couple of days later, and again, this is what I'm showing you guys about the silky curls and how they don't really work out for the part that I wanted to do, and it really works great with kinkier hair. So yeah, so now I'm showing you how to remove these crochet braids without cutting out your own hair. So you want to pull the hair, use the braids, the cornrows as your guide, and just pull out 1 braid at a time. If that braid is too long and makes you nervous, don't cut it all at once. Just do like half of it and then pick up the rest. So here I was really taking a chance by picking up all those hairs at once on 2 rows of hair. So don't do what I do. So you want to cut right above the knot, and you might be like, why? I want to cut out the entire hair, and you don't want any hair left. The hair will come out as you take out your braids. So yeah, same thing with the back. You want to work in smaller sections in the back since you can't see your hair. So you want to take a small section, but then you want to pull it as tight as you can and try to cut right above the knot if you can see it. And it really just works out great. So you should turn out looking like a bird. And then you want to start taking out your braids. You might have to be gentle with your braid, the ends of your braids, so you can find them again. And then you see the curls pieces just come right out. And also my hair looks so moisturized and nice because I used that hair butter on wet natural hair. So yeah, that's how my hair stayed moisturized in this style and afterwards. So thumbs up this video if it was helpful. Check out more videos on my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.